So, one of the easiest ways to learn about facial expressions is looking at emojis, because that's like the most simplified version of facial expressions you can find out there. So let's look at happiness. There are several levels of expressing happiness or joy. There's the smile, there's the teeth-baring smile, there's bursting with laughter, where the mouth is open, and there's like being a bit mischievous smile. So we can do this, and so all of these express happiness or joy. Let's try sadness. So again, there are levels and some very, very well established signs for sadness. So if you want to make a sad expression with the eyes only, then the eyebrows will be in this position. It's obviously much more nuanced when looking at an actual person realistically, but that's the actual shape the eyebrows make. And I did the pupils like a bit murky or like blurred, so to speak, because the eyes are filled with tears, and of course the sad mouth. And again, I can make the eyes closed very tightly, with the eyebrows in the same shape, and then we have someone who's like crying loudly. We can have someone who is, I don't know, maybe regretful, sighs, and I guess I can even, if I leave way too much room for the mouth, then we have the wailing, which is like a more extreme form of this one. And we have anger, rage, where I can do just this and you already understand that it's someone who is mad. Just make the eyes. And when someone's mad, they usually growl. And I can have the being so mad, this expression will be only cartoon only, that there are flames coming out of the eyes, and I don't know, roaring or really gritting your teeth. But that's just humorous. We have surprise and fear, who look very much the same. You have eyes wide open and pupils look very small because the eyes are open extremely wide and the mouth is open in an O shape. So one of these is going to be fear and the other one is going to be surprise. So the main difference is how the eyebrows are drawn. If we want fear, then we will make sad eyebrows. And surprise will have the eyebrows really up there, really raised. And that's really the difference. So these are like very basic emotions and variations. I can do indifference with eyes just partly open. He looks tired. We can have, I don't know, maybe shock, which is again a more extreme version of this. And these are the basics. Let's try and create some very nuanced and complex emotions by combining the eyes of one emotion and the mouth of a different emotion. It sounds weird, but let's try a very simple one. We can have the same expression of just someone smiling, looking nice, looking content or happy. Don't worry, it won't last. So here are two faces smiling. For one of them, we're going to have angry eyebrows, and immediately the expression changes. Now it's someone who's like planning something terrible or enjoying someone else's pain or something like that. Along the lines of, yes, you've fallen into my trap, or something like that. And for this one, we're going to make sad eyebrows. And look, it's someone who is sorrowful or regrets something, or even melancholy, or what I always felt was he's having a bittersweet trip down memory lane, like he's missing someone or something. And that's just the eyebrows. So for example, if I take classically sad eyes and I give it the angry mouth, then it's someone who's like deathly afraid or in pain. Let's see, like happy eyes and sad mouth. Looks like he swallowed something that tastes bad. Let's see, so if we have the wailing mouth and the indifferent eyes, then we have a yawn. And if we have surprised eyes, and let's say happy, then he's like extremely like, this look like a happy surprise, like, oh my god, I got the present of something I want, or so happy to see you. So these are like nuanced emotions. Now let's see how we take them from the emoji level and make them a bit more cartoony and add more character to them. See you in a bit. Before we continue into the next demonstration, I wanted to kind of summarize the facial expressions part by using my own face as example. So it's important to know that even in emoji form, it kind of reflects our anatomy. So when we smile and the corners of the mouth go to the sides, it lifts the cheeks upwards, which makes the eyes seem a bit closed, which is, by the way, one of the main differences between a fake smile and a genuine smile. Fake smile, the eyes stay the same. Real smile, they're kind of closed down. When you're sad, then this is an exaggeration, but you can see the eyebrows here go upwards. You can see the lines, because I'm old. And because the corners of the mouth go downwards, then it creates some sort of lines here and accentuates these also when you smile. These are very, very pronounced. When you're sad, then the lower part is more pronounced. When you're angry, then the eyebrows go down, which makes the shape. And usually when one's actually angry, you can see it on children mainly, they kind of bare their teeth, something like this. And obviously when someone's yelling in rage, then the nose gets all crinkled up, and so that's that. When we're surprised, the mouth drops open. Important to realize, when we open the mouth, the top part, the upper lip, does not move. Only the lower lip goes down to open the mouth, because the jaw goes down, the rest of the skull stays put. So, and fear is very much the same as you saw, but there's a fright. The eyebrows look a bit more sad or worried. It looks like this. So that's in actual real life. Thank you for joining me for this demonstration. Let's continue with putting all these facial expressions on different shapes to give them more character. Okay, so final stage will be just all sorts of strange shapes. Now, in order to make them an interesting character, I need to decide what part of the face we will focus on. If it's the eyes, then the eyes should be big and the center of attention. If it's the nose, then let's do the nose. Then I'll make the eyes up here. And the nose will be the focus of the face. If it's the eyes, then the eyes will be the most prominent feature that I draw. If it's the mouth, then I need to leave it plenty room. Let's make a hulkish figure. This is the Hulk gritting his teeth so hard they kind of crack, and something like that. You can accentuate the cheekbones and the chin. And if we'll do the neck, then it'll be extremely, extremely wide. And this is a Hulk, sort of. Now each shape has a sort of, not really a secret, but some sort of feeling it conveys. Rectangular shapes are usually boring, stable, and when I play with the distances between the facial features, I create some more characters. Obviously, this guy has his hair extremely well combed and sleeked, pressed close to his head. Now, the hair can be on both sides of the head, as you can see with my face. So maybe I need to draw where the beard covers the face. If I make it a crazy beard, then it can be like a sheep-cracked character or something like that. And rectangular shapes usually are reserved for villains and dangerous characters, as I already discussed in my last video. And here's like a Joker character, I guess. And very, very sharp, everything pretty much. So here are some faces drawn with shapes, and each of them has his very own unique character to it. I didn't draw anyone who's sad, so let's make this guy sad. I'm sorry. The eyebrows like this. Some lines underneath the eyes because he's been worried for a while. And I can use these lines to accentuate. And let's add some side whiskers. Looks like 19th century guy now. So yeah, some nice characters, and the sky's the limit.